Right, I've put my oven on to heat up at 180 degrees. I've buttered a dish. If you've got a rectangular dish, that could be a little bit better, but I haven't, so I've just got a nice square dish. Buttered the dish, buttered both sides of the bread. Don't worry too much if you can't get all the crusts off, as long as you don't use a really crusty bread. But I mean, it doesn't matter. This is a Danish loaf that I bought from Tesco's because it was knocked down yesterday, so it's been sitting in the kitchen for a day. It's a bit of a crumbly one, so try not to use Danish, I would say. But anyway, it's bread. Sprinkle half of your fruit over the top of the bread. It doesn't look like an awful lot, but by the time we've got the custard on there and the rest of the bread, it will be quite a bit. And then just layer over the rest of the bread. This is not a pretty dish to assemble, but by the time you've put the custard and everything on, it will be fine. And I'm going to put these few crumbs on top because they're lying around. Right, I'm going to put the rest of the fruit over the top. And also some lemon zest. I'm not very good at zesting lemons. I need to get better prepared. Though in all honesty, I don't think it would matter too much if you didn't. I'm just going to put a little bit of lemon juice on there to see if we can get some more of the juice out. So there is the first part of your bread and butter pudding. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is to heat up the cream with 250 ml of full fat milk to just below boiling point. And I'm going to put a splash of, a bit more than a splash, of vanilla. So whilst that's beginning to heat up, I'm going to whisk 3 eggs. And 1 egg yolk. So I'm going to whisk all that up when I can find my whisk. Let's put that there. And into the egg yolk mixture, let's move that out of the way. I'm going to whisk 3 tablespoons of caster sugar. Usually I use brown caster sugar, but for some reason I've got absolutely loads of white caster sugar in my house at the moment, so we're making do with that. Waste not, want not. I've actually just moved my eggs into a slightly bigger bowl because I've realised that when I pour the milk and cream mixture onto it, my jug wasn't big enough. So just remember to whisk your eggs in a fairly big bowl. That looks to me like it's nearly at boiling point, so I'm going to turn my cooker off and I'm going to pour this into the egg mixture and give it, oh, that's a very nice custard, isn't it? Right, and now just carefully pour custard mixture over the bread, which should soak it up nicely. Right, I'm going to leave that to soak in the fridge for about 30 minutes before I put it in the oven. Right, I've just got it out of the fridge and it really has soaked in quite nicely. So I'm now going to put this in the oven. I've put the timer on for about 15 minutes. Right, and here we have one very nice bread and butter pudding, fresh from the oven. And as you can see, it's fluffed up quite a bit. It feels a little bit wobbly, but that's absolutely fine. I'm sure that yeah, everything's lovely. So I'm going to leave that to cool down before I try to eat it.